Hello everyone. I'm here to share with you how rationalism has influenced media content and public discourse in Malaysia. To begin with, let's understand what rationalism means. Rationalism is a philosophy that emphasizes the power of reason, logic, and evidence as the foundation of knowledge. In other words, rationalism encourages us to think critically, to ask questions, and to base our understanding on facts rather than emotions or blind belief. In Malaysia, rationalism has quietly shaped how people think, how media organizations work, and how citizens discuss important issues. Whether we are scrolling through social media, watching television, or reading the news, rationalist values have become part of how information is produced and consumed today. First, rationalism promotes fact-checking and digital literacy. In the digital age, we are surrounded by information, and unfortunately, also by misinformation. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Malaysians experienced a flood of fake news about vaccines, infections, and government decisions. This created confusion and fear among the public. To deal with this, the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) launched a fact-checking platform called Sebenarnya. This website allows people to verify whether the information they receive on social media is true or false. It is one of the clearest examples of rationalism in action, encouraging Malaysians to evaluate information logically before believing or sharing it. In addition, schools, universities, and even media organizations have started teaching digital literacy. Students are encouraged to analyze the credibility of online sources, identify bias, and think independently. Universities such as University Malaya and Taylor's University now include media ethics and critical thinking as part of their courses. These efforts show that Malaysia recognizes the importance of rationalism in building an informed and intelligent society. When we practice rational thinking, we are less likely to be manipulated by sensational headlines or emotional messages. We learn to look for evidence, verify facts, and make conclusions based on logic. In this way, rationalism empowers citizens to become responsible consumers of media, which is essential for democracy and national unity. Second, rationalism shapes public debates and media discourse. Rationalism does not only affect individuals, it also changes how the media communicates with the public. In the past, some media discussions were dominated by emotion, ideology, or one-sided opinions. But in recent years, we can see a positive shift toward rational and balanced discussion in Malaysia's mainstream and digital media. For example, news channels such as Astro, Warning, and Bernama TV often invite professionals, academics, and policy experts to discuss current issues like the economy, environment, or education, instead of just expressing opinions. These programs rely on data, statistics, and logical reasoning. This approach reflects the rationalist value that truth should be discovered through analysis and evidence. Similarly, online news portals such as Malaysia Kini and the Star Online promote analytical journalism. They provide space to diverse viewpoints, while encouraging readers to think critically about national issues. Social media discussions, when conducted respectfully, also allow Malaysians to express opinions and engage in logical debate. These are all signs that rationalism is alive in the Malaysian public sphere. Of course, challenges remain. Not all discussions on social media are rational. Sometimes, emotional language, hate speech, or misinformation still dominate online conversations. However, the increasing number of rational voices, journalists, educators, and ordinary citizens shows that Malaysia is moving toward a more mature and reasoned society. Third, rationalism encourages transparency and accountability in politics. Another area where rationalism plays a role is in promoting transparency and critical questioning of authority. Rationalist thinking teaches citizens to analyze government decisions logically and demand evidence-based policies. In Malaysia, civil society groups, journalists, and scholars use rational argument to discuss issues such as corruption, environmental protection, and social justice. For instance, during parliamentary debates or policy discussions, the emphasis on data-driven decision-making reflects the rationalist mindset that policy should be based on reason, not just political interest. Programs like Agenda Warning or Consider This on television demonstrate how rational discourse helps the public understand complex issues more clearly. Conclusion and summary, rationalism has deeply influenced how Malaysians interact with information and each other. It encourages citizens to use reason instead of emotion, evidence instead of assumption, and dialogue instead of conflict. Through initiatives like Sebenarnya, digital literacy programs, and rational public debates on media platforms, Malaysia is cultivating a culture of critical thinking and responsible communication. Although challenges such as misinformation and emotional politics still exist, the growing awareness of rationalism gives hope for a more intelligent, ethical, and united society. In the end, rationalism teaches us that progress comes from understanding, not from anger or ignorance. It reminds us that truth must be supported by logic and compassion. So as Malaysians, let us continue to think critically, speak wisely, and listen rationally. Thank you for watching, and remember, thinking clearly is the first step to living wisely.